Hey everyone, Robert Silva here. I am here in San Francisco at Baker Beach, and I want to bring to you, and I'm going to continue to bring to you, more behind the scene video footage of my photo shoots. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns of what's about to happen, post your comments down below. But now I'm going to introduce you who I'm working with and what team members I have creatively helped me with this project. Hey everyone, so we are here, like I said, at Baker Beach. It's amazing, it's absolutely beautiful. Here's the view we're working with, and they said it's going to rain. I say bullshit. But either way, I have an awesome test shoot today I want to bring to you, featuring model Alyssa. And where can they find you at?
At Alyssa.
Awesome. Make sure you go follow her. Her link will be down below. And of course, I have Diane with me, and you guys have seen her a lot because her work is all over my Instagram. And Diane, where can they find you at?
DJ_glammed on Instagram.
There you go. All right, stay tuned. All right, everyone, before we get started with today's shoot with Alyssa, we are going to go through my camera bag. What's inside of it? So today I'm going to be using the Lumix S5 right here. And then I'm going to start off with the 24 to 70 millimeter lens, 2.8. It's a Lumix S Pro lens. And then I also have the 70 to 200 right here. And I'm going to be using this a lot, I think, quite honestly. You can see look what we're working with around here. It looks really beautiful. I'm talking about the view, not just her. And yeah, so I think I'm going to be using a zoom lens a lot. I brought two primes. A lot of you know I use the 50 1.4 a lot. It's been my favorite portrait lens for the past year and a half. And then secondly, I brought the 85 1.4 from Sigma lens with me, just in case I want to crush that background with that sexy, beautiful bokeh. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so now I'm back home. It's been a couple of days since my shoot with Alyssa. I already sent her the photos. She already chose them. And I already began editing the favorite ones she chose. But I'm just going to show you a few of the images that I took during our photo shoot using, like I said, the Lumix S5, the Lumix 24 to 70 f2.8 lens, and the Lumix S Pro 70 to 200 f2.8 lenses. Anyway, let's get to it. So before we get started, I just want to show you that if you have any questions about editing, I will be hosting some photo editing workshops and seminars online. All you do is head to robertsilvaphotography.com, click on workshops, and it's going to show you all the upcoming workshops that I have coming up, and photo hikes and photo walks and so forth and so on. So as you can see on my website, I am right now currently planning an editing portraits using Lightroom online seminar. It will be a two-hour seminar, so get your questions ready. Okay, let's get back to the photos. All right, so here are the photos I took. Obviously, they're all raw. None of them have been edited except the selected ones, which I selected in red. So you can see a lot of the photos here. There we go. See, these are the raw photos. And they came out really, really nice. This is with the 24-70. But, yeah, there are a lot of them. She said it was super hard for her to choose. She's with MDT Agency, so the photos I take with her have to be in line with the vision of her agency as to how they wish to market and promote her. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm doing my test shoots with their models. It's not just for me, and it's not just for her explicitly, but also it's for the agency as well. Otherwise, working with the agency for them, it doesn't make any sense, because if you create images for yourself that she may like, but the agency can't use them, then quite honestly, you won't be getting too many callbacks to work with more of their models. So let's get to the photos that they did, that she chose. So here we are. I'll do the before and after right here. Whoops. Let's get to, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Bam. And bam. Okay. So here you can see the before and after. It created DNG files when I imported directly. I'm not sure why, because I shot raw, but whatever. So here you go. Great detail, and I just enhanced the detail, added some contrast, warmed up the photo a little bit, and I'm not done with these photos, so you're kind of seeing the in-between as far as my process is concerned. I tend to go over it once the first time, which is what you're seeing now, and then what I like to do later is run over it like a second time through Lightroom, just checking out the details, looking at the photos with a different new eye, if you will, and then bring them into Photoshop for any fine-tuning and adjustments if need be, okay? So just because I went through them doesn't mean I'm going to automatically like it and then deliver those photos. Okay, so here's image number 2. I love the way this came out. I like the composition. Again, you can see how much cooler it is here. And then I warmed it up, adjusting it and everything. I forgot which preset I used. I think I used my fashion photography crispy clean, and then I adjusted it accordingly. So anyway, I removed some like, she has like little marks. I decided to take those out just so that it's not distracting. And then you can see her face. It's real nice. I definitely pumped it up with some of the contrast. You can see with the clarity, and it's giving her a nice glow, especially between the since the contrast between the shadows and the highlights are way more greater. I'm really digging this. I'm really digging the way that came out. Then here we are. I literally copy and pasted. Like when I have a set of photos or portraits done in the same lighting with the same outfit, I'll tend to edit one and then copy and paste and then apply it to the other outfits, as you can see here. You can do this. You can select one image after you're done editing it, press the return or shift button, copy, and then press sync all, and you can synchronize, and it'll apply all the same images, same edits to all the images too. I only do that when, again, the portrait is in the same lighting condition, okay, as well as outfit, etc. Otherwise, I wouldn't normally do like apply all to all the images, and I'll share with you why in a second. So anyway, here we go for the second one. Really nice, digging that. You can see it's a big difference in terms of what I was able to pull out of the background, the color, the vibrance. So you can see even here with the vibrance, I have it kicked up to 64, which is a little bit higher than I normally do. Now, here's a good example. Because this is a completely different feel. These 3 images were shot about an hour later than those previous ones. What? Let me see if it was an hour. Whoops. Let's go back. Yeah, so you can see over an hour later, the sun was covered up by the clouds by then, and it actually became colder. It was about to rain in a few hours. The first set of images, it was a perfect blue sunny sky around 12 o'clock, 12:30, and couldn't go wrong with the lighting. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we switched to the new outfit, redid her makeup, completely different situation altogether. So with that said, that's why I wouldn't apply the same first preset or same edit to this new outfit, because of the lighting condition change, the environment changed, the outfit changed. It's just not what I do personally. So here we are. You can see we're probably like underexposed a stop or so. Yeah, what, a stop and a half according to what we see here. But again, I rather raise it up than lower them. That's for sure. Okay, I could still retain all the details. You can see I used blemish remove tool, removed all the basic stuff out of the way. Here. I didn't get here, but I got here. All this done inside of Lightroom. So you can see here, this, here. All those little things I want to get rid of, like even this. Right? Anything that might be distracting later on, I want to get rid of. So, that's what I look for here, like this. See if I like it. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to get rid of this. And see, this is why, even though I went through these images already, this is why I never am done just because I went through them. I'm digging it so far. I always step away for a day or two, see how I like how they're coming out, and then there we go. Now, I was shooting with the face and eye detect on the S5, and it's giving me all the detail I want. Look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful detail. So there we go. Here's the second image she chose. I really love this. I believe I did this with the 24-70. Let's check it out. Yep, the 24-70. Obviously, you can, it's not just the name brand, but also, it's really anybody with a 24-70 lens is going to be able to capture something like this. I was on my knees at this particular time, I believe. I was sitting on the floor, and that's how I got this perspective that I wanted. Now, here we go. Cool. So you can see, like, I look at like little things like this that's distracting to the eye. Remove that. Don't need it. Boom. So now when I'm editing, I always go before and after, so the slash button. I always do that just to see how far my editing has gone and what areas maybe I need to improve. So here we go, like right here. I'll get rid of that. Cool. Before, after, before, after. Very nice. Cool. So there we go. That looks pretty sweet. So even on a cloudy day, see, like right here, I want to get rid of just a little bit right there. Get rid of that. So something right there too. I'm not sure what that is. Boom. Just a little tip. If you use the highlight in the brush tool, you can make her skin glow a little bit more. The brighter the skin is, the less imperfections you tend to see. But also remember, a dab will do. Don't go super hard with it. Don't make her look pale or ghostly. Don't lose the color of the skin tone of your subject. But when you brighten it up, it tends to hide more of the imperfections. So I guess it's kind of like, what do you call it? It's like when you're doing photography, hard lighting versus soft lighting. The harder the light, the more imperfections or the more details of the skin you're going to see. But then when you use soft or high key lighting, then it hides a lot of imperfections, which is really why high key lighting is really good for beauty photography. Anyway, all right. There's that photo. Here's the second one. And now let's get to the third. So here you go. The before and after. I really liked how we found this doorway and just wanted to frame her. It's very classic kind of a setup here. Definitely digging it. I think what I'm going to do here is actually do a radial gradient filter here. But I'm going to invert it. And then, there we go. So I keep her lit. I just thought the brick is a little too bright. And the brighter it is, the less detail I have of it. I'd rather her be brighter and have her, it'll create more dimension and have her pop more out of the frame. So there we go. Okay. Boom. Let's just make this a little bit, just to make sure she's, yeah, there we go. Awesome. There we go. And just a tad more. There we go. Nice. Before, after. Cool. I'm definitely digging that. Definitely digging that. So here we go. Let's look at these photos. Here goes the one. Now these photos is what she chose. There are some I'm sure I really like. I haven't gone through and really gone through those yet, but I'm definitely I like what she chose. Not bad at all. Not bad. But these are the ones that she will get and the her model agency will get, but also the makeup artist will get, because you got to make sure your team is taken care of. They're not just here making sure I look good. You got to make sure they look good too. Here are some photos. Actually, let me add these to the mix that the makeup artist chose. So even though I shot the photos for our test shoot for the agency and for her, for Alyssa, but I also make sure that I get photos specifically for the makeup artist, because they're trying to build their portfolio too. So if you want to keep them happy, and if you all are on a TFP or a trade shoot, then make sure that you're providing photos for your team so that they can use it to promote their own work, and hopefully they get and build their clients and their portfolio. All right. So this one, Diane was the makeup artist. I'll leave a link of her down below for you to check her out on Instagram. And she did a great job. I love just a little bit of contour here, made her cheeks pop and gave her a lot of dimension. So it's really beautiful. I am not done with these images either, but these will be specifically for the makeup artist. So she wanted close-up headshots that really display her work. She likes these kind of photos, but really for her to promote her makeup work, she needs some close-ups. So photos like these are real helpful. So there's one. Let's go to this. There we go. There's the before and the after. The before and the after. And I actually cooled the temperature down on the second one, on the after. I felt this was just a little too warm. The before, I think it's a little too warm. And there we go. And then I took it and I applied the same basic corrections to this image here. Here's the before and the after. Now, Here's the third image. Now, all we did here, which is funny, is we literally have a 501 reflector because at this time it's getting later, and you can see it's almost 2 o'clock now, and the sun is fucking gone basically, and the clouds are thick. We're at Baker Beach in San Francisco, so the cloud and the fogs were rolling in, and we're just a couple hours before it started to rain a lot. So we needed that extra light. So we used the silver bounce right underneath her, and it's actually touching the top of her pants, but it's bouncing up, so you can see it right in her eyes, right here and right here. But it brightened her face up perfectly. So here's the before. Here's the after. Before. After. And then here's the last photo that Diane chose. Here's the before, after. Before and the after. Again, I'm using the reflector. A 501 reflector may cost you $24, $25, but in a pinch, it can be the one tool that literally saves your shoot. Okay? So I highly recommend you get one, if not two. I have two. One always stays in the trunk of my car, just in case. It's such a versatile tool. So here you go. So yeah, there we are. Those are some of the photos from my recent shoot with Alyssa. Again, you can follow her by clicking the link down below. She's on Instagram, of course, if you want to work with her, or you can reach out to her agency, MDT Agency, over in San Francisco. Again, as I said, if you are interested in attending any of my portrait photography or photo editing workshops, head to my website, click workshops for further details, and to see what I got going on. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to press that like, share, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon for more notifications of upcoming videos. I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.